Ooh, it's hot. Are we live? Are we live in action? I don't know. Okay. I'm assuming I'm live. Does live mean other people can watch me? I don't know. Hmm. Anyways, we're gonna just pretend that no one's here so I don't start getting jittery. Welcome to my live. My name is Nicole-Ivy, and today I just want to talk about content and creating a personal brand that my customers in my beauty business will resonate to, and people who are interested in me and just being an entrepreneur would appreciate. So I just finished watching a video from this girl, this lady on YouTube. I have to find her page. I'm actually going to look up her name right now so I can give her credit, because she really inspired me to get more strategic when it comes to creating content. I think her name is like Taylor Lloyd. How do you look at your old videos? Like, how do you look at your history? Okay, boom. Okay, her name is Hello Corey. Hello Corey. And the title of that video that inspired me is called It's called How to Make Social Media Easy as a Creative Professional. And for me, I have a lot of ideas, but I never know how to sort them in my mind. And because I have so many interests and so many things that I want to do, I just find myself doing a whole bunch of things YouTube related one day, and then the next day I'm like, I don't really care to do that right now. I want to focus on my beauty business, and I want to just take pictures and be behind the scenes. And then the next day I'm thinking about animals and shopping and getting pretty. I'm all over the place, and you can't really grow an audience, a steady, true community, when you're all over the place. And it's like, hold on one second, because something's going on over here. Juicy, over here, over here. That's the only thing about live, have live issues. But anyways, one thing about that part, I like the fact that I'm multifaceted, because a lot of us over here, over here, over here, Juicy, over here now, over here. Thank you. Sit. Thank you. A lot of us are multifaceted, right? So we all have a lot of interests, but I feel like with social media, you can have a lot of interests, but you just have to you just have to lay it out in a cohesive manner. So you can have interests of being a graphic designer and having a business and liking animals and liking health and wellness type of stuff. But if it's not streamlined, if you're not saying it in a way that it makes sense to people, they're not going to really enjoy your content, and they're not going to want to stay in your community. They can literally like all of the things that you like, but because you're not saying it in a way that's captivating or it makes sense, they're gonna be like, no, babes, unfollow, uninterested. So I'm trying to figure out how I can create content that I don't even want to say create content, because that sounds so fake. I just want to display my interests, talents, endeavors, whatever, in a way that people get it. And even if you're not interested in the same things I'm interested in, you just like my layout, and you like the vision. You may not like the specific things, but you like and enjoy how I display it. So by watching her video, Hello Corey, she was basically saying that you have to create personas. And I'm aware of this, especially because I have a beauty business, Ivy Rose Beauty. My links will be listed below. But when I was creating Ivy Rose Beauty, a part of it in the marketing side of it is you have to create content to get in front of these people. And there's different personas, there's different people that you talk to. There's certain ways that you might talk to an 18-year-old that you won't talk to a 34-year-old. Like there's different ways you speak to people, but you're still trying to get them to purchase a certain product. So for me, in that case, I'm the product. I don't like that term, but if I want people to gravitate towards me, I have to like be mindful of the people that I'm talking to. So when I was watching her video, I was also like mapping out like, okay, who are my three people I'm speaking to when I create content? So I'm gonna actually share my personas with you guys so that I can like, draft some content ideas and it's not like such a daunting task for me. Okay, so my first person, her name is Rain, okay? She's like my age or slightly younger, so she's millennial Gen Z age, right? She likes luxury, aesthetically pleasing items. So she likes the nice apartment, she likes the nice apparel. She's I don't want to say a Lululemon girl, but she likes the little athleisure. That type of girl. The soft life girlies, the luxury girlies. She likes that, right? She likes self-care and tending to her body and beauty. She has a sense of humor. She has aspirations of a soft, luxurious lifestyle. She's tapped into the latest self-care and wellness brands or wellness trends and info. So as much as she likes luxury, she's also aware that like she's mindful of the things that she puts on her body. So just because it's trendy and it may look good, she's like, okay, let me read these ingredients to make sure I'm not hurting my body, because her insides and like her health and wellness is super important to her as well. So that's something that's a little different than your usual luxury, aesthetically pleasing type of girl. um she she's also interested in exploring new brands. Okay, so although she shops in stores like Sephora and Credo Beauty and Ulta Beauty, like all these like big box brands, she's also like very aware that small brands need love and she likes to support them. So that's what that's a part of her persona, right? She also values high quality visuals that appeal to her senses, and she's usually a person of color or a Caucasian that is tapped into the aspirational Lux life. So I noticed when I was building Ivy Beauty, I got a lot of sales from California, and these girls are not of the same, ethnic background as me. So I'm like, okay, what is about my content that is like gravitating them? So I think it's just that aspirational life, that soft life. Every girl, doesn't matter which, background you come from, a lot of us want just like a gentle, luxurious life. And when I say luxury, I think we all imagine the same things, but it's just like a soft life where you're able to live in abundance, whatever that means to you. You can be on a farm and live in a luxury lifestyle. That is not a certain look. It's just like an abundance type of mindset. So that's the person that I'm talking to. That's the first persona. Her name is Rain. Boom. The second person, her name is Nikki. She's an aspiring business owner. She's also Gen Z and millennial. She's trying to create or relaunch her business idea similar to me, but she wants to do it in a better way. Like she really is stuck on the business idea that she had. She really thinks it was a really good idea. She believes in herself. She believes in the product or service that she had before, but she just needs a better way of relaunching it or getting it off the ground, right? So that's Nikki. She wants to fulfill this passion project and get the tools to make this her full-time gig. So she has a 9 to 5 right now. She has part-time jobs, but she knows like this small business, this small idea, this small project, in an ideal world, this is what she would be doing full-time. Juicy. Oh, I'm a dog mom, so it's a little bit stressful from time to time. What else about Nikki? So Nikki, she's creative, but she doesn't have all the business or technical sense to do things herself. So I think one great thing about me is that like, because I am kind of like techie, you wouldn't believe it, but I'm pretty techie and I like to figure out how to do things myself, especially when you're like self-funded. You don't have the coins to be paying this person and this person when you have a smaller business. You gotta be the marketer, the tech person, the ads person. You gotta be all of that. So I have a couple of tips and advice and skills that I've, learned along the way that I could share with people who may not have the capital and the money to do, to like hire people. So it's like I'm just showing people that, if you don't have the funds right now, that's cool. One day you'll be able to delegate, but right now, here's how you do it. It's not rocket science. You gotta have practice, you gotta have the skill, but it's doable. So that's her. Nikki is also looking for a step-by-step guide or way to get to this goal of having her project become her full-time gig. So that's another person I'm talking to. Someone who has aspirations of taking this little idea and turning it into something that fulfills them, that they can be proud of, and that doesn't drain them, and that makes them proud and happy to do every day. So that's the second person I'm talking to with my content. The third person, Alyssa. She's a fellow business owner or freelancer. She's a creative. She's also my peer, right? She's in the same age group, Gen Z millennial. She's actively working on her business and she has a 9 to 5 job, but she's getting revenue from her business. This is an active thing, okay? If she wanted to quit her 9 to 5 job, she possibly could, but she still has it. Some of them may not have it, or they just quit their 9 to 5 job, like. But she's really involved in her business. She has a footing on her own, right? She's looking to expand her network. She wants to link up. She wants to grow within her relationships, and she wants to really pursue her goals of entrepreneurship and just like grow her network of people. So she wants to be my peer. She wants to learn the tips and tricks, one-on-one with me. She realizes like, okay, this is my peer. She's doing the same thing I'm doing, and we could possibly link up together and do something bigger, or, I can tell her the tips and tricks that I've learned and she could do the same for me. So it's more of a peer type of relationship, and she's just looking for ways to do her job or do her business more efficiently. So it's just like putting each other on to the things that we've learned over the years. So that's Alyssa. She's basically my peer. So with that being said, those were 3 different personas or 3 different people I'm trying to speak to when I'm creating content. And when I was looking at Hello Corey's video, she was basically saying like, let me turn the page because I got notes. That she was basically saying that the content should either resonate with one person or 2 people or all of them. Ideally, it would resonate with all of them, but we just got to make sure it resonates with somebody, because like if it doesn't, usually that content is going to be a flop. Usually, if you consistently putting out content that doesn't resonate with any of the personas that you have, people are going to unfollow you. Or she also mentioned that in the case that you do something that's not aligned with your personas and like it goes viral, that means you're introducing a fourth person, a fourth persona. So now you have to like create content for them. And it's like, that's not the person you initially, that's not your tribe of people. That's not the people you're speaking to. So now you gotta either appease them or just continue talking to the 3 personas that you initially had, and then they're gonna unfollow you in the end. So it's like she really suggested that we stick with those 3 people, create content for these 3 people. This is your tribe. You're not trying to attract everybody. These are the people that you're trying to speak to. So I thought it was just so like brilliant. And it's so crazy because I've heard this, I've done this before, but when it came to doing it for myself and my personal brand, I didn't really think to really flesh it out on paper. And I feel like this is really helpful when I'm trying to create content ideas, because it's like it makes it seem so much more clear. So like if you have a lack of ideas, well, if you have an abundance of ideas, this is a great way to just flesh it out so that you're not just like throwing different random pieces of content on the internet. It's a cohesive way, and people are going to be like interested in the things that you're saying because they see like, okay, I see the vision here. You're not just posting random pieces of content. you're meaningful, you have intention behind it. And even if like I'm not interested in exactly what you're doing, I'm going to be interested because like I see the vision. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to create people for I'm trying to create content for my tribe, but I'm also just trying to create content that is so cohesive that people who are not even interested in the things that I'm interested in will love it because they see the vision. Do you see the vision? Juicy's about to pee on the floor. I don't have a pee pad. Juicy, I really wanted to go into the Juicy. We're gonna go outside. Please do not. Oh my god, Juicy. Okay, she's not peeing on the floor, right? Okay, so I want to go into the content ideas. I'm thinking whether I should do another video. This should just because it's 16 minutes long. I think this should be the end of it. And then if you're interested in like hearing some of the ideas that I have for my people, for my tribe, my three girls, Rain, Nikki, and Alyssa, then you'll watch the other video. But shout out to Hello Corey for really, lighting the fire under me and helping me kind of just piece things together so that I can have like a better personal brand, because I really feel like everything stems from that personal brand. And it's so crazy because I don't hate being in front of the camera. I'm just so moody. One day I want to be in front of the camera. The next 3 months, 3 years, I don't want to be seen. So it's like, I don't want my business to be built on my back. Literally, like I don't mind being the brains behind the machine. I just don't want to be the face. But it's just like, when you don't have that capital, when you're not being funded, this is like the cheapest way to do it. You got to be the person that's pushing you got to be the person that's pushing your businesses. So I really feel like this is like a nice common ground because I'm able to like share everything that I'm interested in, promote my businesses, and I don't have to be stuck in one way of doing things. Like I don't only got to just talk about business all day. I don't got to just talk about luxury all day, or creative things, and I don't got to talk about one thing all day. I'm so like all over the place. I'm like a melting pot of ideas, and this is just a really good way to streamline everything. So I think this is super helpful, even if you don't have a business. If you just want to create a personal brand on the internet, I really feel like this is a good way to build it in a way that's appealing to other people. So that's my spiel. Like I said, if you're interested in seeing my actual content ideas, stay tuned to the next live. I don't know when I'm going to be doing it. It could be later on tonight. It could be tomorrow. I don't know. But we're going live way more often, and I feel like this is a better way than the formal videos, because like nobody has time to be cutting and pasting and editing videos when I could just give it to you live and really share my ideas live. And if you enjoy it, you can also, be on here with me and we can converse and can get live responses and we can build our businesses together. So thank you so much for watching. And yeah, this is my first live, guys. To many, many, many more. How do you pause this? Did I do it? I don't know.